I'm very pleased to be here. It's so wonderful to be cooperating on the Make It Feel Right campaign. Educating consumers and bringing information to light is really important. What does sustainable fashion mean to me? There's a place where there's a threshold of having fiber materials that are doing less harm, minimizing the negative impact, and we're able to cross into that threshold where we're using fibers and materials that are actually being regenerative and healing the land and creating biodiversity. So when we talk about, I want us to go beyond sustainable, which means doing the same thing to be able to do that, to actually moving to that threshold of doing good. There's so many impacts that happen at the farm gate, at the land level, where you're sourcing the raw materials and fibers. When you think about the land-based fibers, whether it's it's forestry products or cotton or wool, all of those are land-based materials. And so you think about reducing greenhouse gases. You think about mitigating climate risk. You think about increasing biodiversity. You think about having rotational grazing so that we are reducing desertification and we're protecting indigenous cultures. The choices that you make when it comes to raw materials impact people's lives and they impact the planet, and that's where we can do the most good, when you choose preferred, organic, and regenerative materials. I've been involved in organic cotton and other preferred materials for over 20 years. So when we think about what has happened in the past 10 years, we're going from companies that may have a token program, they've done an organic yoga line, or they've done a preferred man-made cellulosics, baby line, or set of curtains, or home and hospitality. We're going from token programs of, we have this preferred collection, check, we're doing good. So we see companies now adopting corporate-wide strategies of not just this line or that line, but they see the need to make a change across their entire portfolio of fibers and materials that they're using. So it's a very exciting time. It's also a challenging time for these brands and retailers because they're having to rethink their business model. More sustainable cotton and man-made cellulosics and wool, all of the current price structure is what's created the pollution and the poverty. So Einstein says, insanity is doing the same thing we're doing and expecting different results. So we're really going to have to crunch down and really think about what is the business model, how we really start impacting and utilizing more preferred and responsible materials. Because it's not going to happen by default. It's going to happen by design, and companies that provide courageous leadership in creating a new paradigm that involves and includes more sustainable fibers and materials.